I'm going to show you 15 tricks that every Ford mechanic knows and almost none of them will tell you. These are the things we do on our own trucks. Not customer trucks, our trucks. Some of these are free. Some cost less than a pizza. A few of them Ford would rather you never find out about. And one of them, number one on the list, is already built into your F-150 right now. You just don't know how to access it. I'm RJ. 20 years wrenching on Fords. If you own an F-150, these tricks will save you money, time, and a lot of headaches. Let's get started. Number 15, the throttle body reset. No tools, no parts, 30 seconds. Your F-150 uses electronic throttle control. No cable between your foot and the engine. When you press the gas, you're sending a request to the computer. Over time, the ECU builds a profile of how you drive. Gentle starts, light acceleration, lots of traffic, and it literally softens throttle response to match what it thinks you want. If you've been driving conservatively for 6 months, your truck has learned to be lazy. It won't unlearn that on its own. Dealers charge $150 for what they call a throttle body recalibration. Here's the trick. Turn the key to on, but don't start the engine. Press the gas pedal all the way to the floor. Hold for 10 seconds, key off, release. Wait 10 more seconds, start the truck. That wipes the throttle learning data completely. I've had customers text me after doing this saying the truck feels 20% more responsive right away. One warning, after the reset, go for a real drive. Accelerate hard, rev it out. If you sit in traffic immediately after, the computer learns lazy all over again. Teach it how you actually want to drive. Result? Better throttle response. No parts, no shop, no bill. Number 14, the battery disconnect full reset. This goes deeper. This is the nuclear option for electrical gremlins, and it's embarrassingly simple. Every module in your F-150 stores adaptive data. Fuel trims, idle speed, shift points, throttle position. Over time, that data can drift or get corrupted. The result is phantom check engine lights, rough idle, transmission hunting for gears. Dealers diagnose these for $150. This fix costs nothing. Disconnect the negative battery terminal. Here's the part that most people miss. Press the brake pedal hard, 10 to 15 times after disconnecting. Hit the horn, turn the headlights on. This drains every capacitor in the system and forces a complete reset, not just a partial one. Leave it disconnected for at least 30 minutes. An hour is better for 10R80 issues. Reconnect, start the truck without touching any accessories, then do a varied drive. City stops, highway pulls, idle time. Every module relearns from scratch. One customer's 2017 F-150 had intermittent rough idle for months. 2 dealer visits, no fix. Battery disconnect in a relearn drive, gone. Total cost, $0. Result, clean adaptive tables, fixes gremlins nobody could diagnose, $0 cost. Before we go further, a lot of what goes wrong on F-150s comes down to missed service intervals and not knowing what Ford actually recommends versus what the dealer tells you at the counter. Those are two very different things. I put together a free maintenance guide specifically for F-150 owners. Fluids, intervals, the whole system. Links in the description. Number 13, the MAF Sensor Clean. Your mass airflow sensor measures exactly how much air enters the engine. When it reads wrong, everything goes wrong. Fuel economy drops, throttle goes sluggish, rough idle starts. Dealers replace the MAF for $180 to $250. Mechanics trick? Don't replace it, clean it. $7. 1 can of CRC MAF cleaner. MAF specific only or you'll destroy the sensor instantly. Unplug the sensor, spray the element gently. Air dry 10 minutes, reinstall. I had a customer with a 2015 F-150, 3.5 EcoBoost, getting 14 miles per gallon on the highway. Clean the MAF, 18 miles per gallon the next week. He'd been running on bad data for over a year. Every dealership tech does this secretly before recommending a replacement, then bills you for a new sensor anyway. Do it yourself every oil change. Result? Better fuel economy, smoother idle, crisper throttle, $7. Number 12, the throttle body cleaning. Pop the hood of any F-150 over 50,000 miles. That black sticky coating around the butterfly valve is carbon buildup. It narrows the air passage and prevents smooth operation. Ford's maintenance schedule doesn't include cleaning it, not once. A dealer quoted a customer $347 for this last month. The actual fix? $8 in 15 minutes. CRC throttle body cleaner. Disconnect the battery, remove the intake tube, spray on a rag, wipe down the valve and bore walls, soft brush on stubborn spots. Reinstall, start, and let it idle. One customer's F-150 was stalling at every stoplight. Carbon so thick the valve couldn't close fully. 15 minutes, $8, done. Result? Smoother idle, sharper acceleration, no dealer bill. Number 11, tire pressure load tuning. This costs nothing, and most F-150 owners are getting it wrong every single day. That sticker on your door jamb is optimized for ride quality during a journalist test drive, not for your performance. Ford sets pressures soft. The trade-off is compromised handling, reduced fuel efficiency, and uneven tire wear. For daily driving with no load, run 5 to 8 psi above the door sticker, well under the sidewall maximum. Steering sharpens. Fuel economy improves 1 to 3 miles per gallon. When towing, return to the sticker. When the bed is loaded heavy, check rear pressure. A loaded F-150 can require near the maximum sidewall pressure to prevent flex. 2 minutes every oil change. It affects fuel economy, braking distance, and emergency handling. Easiest item on this list, most consistently ignored. Result? Better MPG, even tire wear, sharper steering, free. Number 10, the Airbox Snorkel Delete. Free horsepower hiding in your fender. Trace the intake tube from the airbox toward the fender on most F-150s from 2015 forward. You'll find a large plastic resonator, what owners call the milk jug. Ford puts it there to make the truck quieter. What it also does is create turbulence and restrict airflow exactly when your engine needs air most. The resonator pulls out or removes in about 20 minutes. Remove it completely. Cap any open holes with plugs. On EcoBoost trucks, the improvement is immediate. You'll hear the turbo spool. A customer was about to spend $650 on an aftermarket cold air intake. I showed him this first. He kept his money. It's on the illegal list because modifying the factory intake technically affects the powertrain warranty if the dealer can prove it caused a failure. In practice, nearly impossible to prove. Result? Better throttle response, turbo spool you can actually hear. The cost? Nothing. Number 9, engine cover removal. 30 seconds, 4 bolts, free reliability. That plastic engine cover on your EcoBoost looks great in the showroom. What it actually does is trap heat over your ignition coils, fuel injectors, and wiring harnesses. Engines dissipate heat upward. That cover acts like a blanket. I had a customer replacing ignition coils every 18 months on his 2018 F-150 EcoBoost. We pulled the cover off, and he hasn't replaced a coil since. The coils weren't defective, they were baking. Ford designed the engine to run without it. They added the cover to win you over in the showroom. Pull it off, let your engine breathe. Result? Longer coil life, lower intake temps, better reliability. Zero cost. Number 8, spark plug gap tuning for the 5.0 Coyote. Every spark plug comes pre-gapped from the factory. Pre-gapped means close enough. Set once on a production line, not optimized for your engine. In 20 years, I have never pulled a plug from the box that was perfectly gapped for real-world performance. For the 5.0 Coyote, set the gap 0.02 of an inch tighter than the Ford spec. Stronger spark under load, more complete combustion, smoother idle, sharper throttle. I did this on a customer's F-150 5.0 with a rough idle and no fault codes. Tighten the gaps 0.02, idle smoothed instantly. Fuel economy went up a full mile per gallon. A $200 dealer tune-up result for a $4 gap tool. Result? Crisper combustion, better idle, improved MPG, $4. Halfway through. If you're still watching, you're already ahead of most F-150 owners. Let's keep going. The best is yet to come. Number 7, the turbo cool down idle trick. Every fleet mechanic and long-haul driver who wants their EcoBoost to last does this automatically. Almost no regular F-150 owner does. When you've been towing or running hard, Your turbochargers are spinning at extremely high RPMs and are very hot. The bearings are lubricated by engine oil. Shut off immediately after hard use and that oil flow stops. But the turbos are still hot. Residual heat bakes the oil in the bearing housing into a carbon sludge. This is called oil coking. It degrades bearings and eventually causes turbo failure. After any hard run, towing, highway, spirited driving, let the engine idle 2 to 3 minutes before shutting off. Keep oil flowing while the turbos cool down. A quality turbo replacement on a 3.5 EcoBoost runs $2,500 to $4,000 per side. 2 minutes of idling costs nothing. I do this every single time. Result, turbos that last. 2 minutes of idling versus a $4,000 repair. Number 6, transmission adaptive reset for the 10R80, my favorite. This is the one most F-150 owners with harsh shift complaints have never heard of. The 10R80 10-speed builds adaptive tables, stored data controlling shift timing, clutch pressure, and torque converter lockup. After hard use, towing, high mileage, or a fluid service, those tables can become mismatched to the current condition of the transmission. Harsh shifts, hunting between gears, a transmission that can't make up its mind. Here's the trick. You can clear those tables and force the transmission to relearn from scratch. The procedure runs through ForeScan. Connect your OBD adapter, navigate to the TCM module, run the adaptive reset. 5 minutes. Then do a gentle relearn drive. Smooth acceleration, varied speeds, 20 to 30 miles. The shift quality improvement is often dramatic. Customers describe it as feeling like a different truck. I do this on my own F-150 every time I service the transmission fluid. It costs nothing, takes 5 minutes, and keeps the shifts crisp. Result? Shifts that feel new. 5 minutes. Free. Number 5. BMS reset after battery replacement. This one catches F-150 owners off guard and explains a lot of weird electrical behavior after a battery swap. F-150s from 2011 forward have an intelligent battery sensor on the negative terminal. Install a new battery without telling the computer, and the BMS thinks the old degraded one is still there. It applies the wrong charging strategy, overcharging the new battery, reducing alternator output at the wrong times, causing auto start-stop to malfunction. Fix? A BMS reset through ForeScan. Navigate to the BMS module, run the reset. 2 minutes, free. I've seen owners replace brand new batteries because the truck kept showing low battery warnings after a swap. The battery was fine. The BMS just needed to know there was a new one. Dealers charge $40 to $60 to register a battery. Result? Electrical gremlins gone, correct charging strategy. Free. Number 4. Rear differential fluid early service. Ford says the rear differential fluid is lifetime. Every mechanic I know changes it at 30 to 50,000 miles. Only one of those positions is based on what actually happens inside a differential. Diff fluid breaks down from heat cycling, water contamination, and metal particles from the ring and pinion during break-in. By 30,000 miles on a truck that tows regularly, that fluid is dark and contaminated. The rear differential holds about 2 quarts. Drain and fill takes 20 minutes. Costs about $25. A rear differential rebuild runs $1,500 to $2,500. The math is not complicated. I changed mine at 30,000 miles. What came out was dark gray, full of fine metallic particles going back through the bearings on every drive. Ford doesn't mention this service because it makes their lifetime fluid claim look like what it actually is, a warranty cost reduction strategy. Result? Quieter diff, protected bearings, $25 versus a $2,000 rebuild. Number 3. Water vapor decarbonization. This sounds like an old mechanic's fairy tale. Pour water into a running engine and make it better. But professional shops have used this technique for decades. Direct injection EcoBoost engines spray fuel directly into the combustion chamber, not over the intake valves. No fuel washes the valves on every stroke. Oil vapor from the PCV system bakes onto the hot drive valve stems, building up carbon deposits that restrict airflow, cause rough idle, trigger misfires, rob power. Dealer fix? Walnut media blasting. $500 to $800 with the intake manifold removed. Water vapor decarbonization does the same job with distilled water. With the engine fully warmed up and idling, a fine mist is slowly introduced into the intake. It flashes to steam, cracks the carbon deposits apart, and they exit through the exhaust. You'll see black smoke from the tailpipe as the deposits burn off. The critical word is fine mist, not a stream, not a pour. Introduce too much water too fast and you risk hydrolocking the engine. A cylinder full of liquid can bend a connecting rod. A shop got fined and shut down after damaging an engine doing this without proper training. Done correctly on a 3.5 or 2.7 EcoBoost with 60,000 or more miles, the results are dramatic. Smoother idle, better throttle, sometimes a noticeable power increase overnight. I've used this on my own truck. When done right, it works. Result? Intake valves cleaned for the cost of distilled water. $800 job for free, if you do it right. Number 2. The 10R80 drain and fill rotation. Ford says the 10R80 has lifetime transmission fluid. That's one of the most expensive lies in the owner's manual. Lifetime means until the warranty expires. By 60,000 miles on a truck that tows regularly, that fluid is dark and degraded. By the time you feel harsh shifts, internal damage has already started. A trick the mechanics use? A partial drain and fill rotation starting at 30,000 miles. The 10R80 holds 13 quarts, but only about 5 drain from the pan. Instead of a full flush, which can disturb settled debris and shock a high-mileage transmission, drain and refill 5 quarts every 15 to 20,000 miles. By your third service, you've replaced most of the fluid gradually, without risk. One critical detail, Mercon ULV only, not optional. Wrong fluid causes damage. Pink going in, pink coming out. Never any other color. I've seen 10R80 transmissions rebuilt at 80,000 miles on trucks with no service history. That rebuild runs $4,000 to $6,000. 3 fluid services at $30 each prevents it. Result? Transmission that lasts, $90 in fluid versus a $6,000 rebuild. Number 1. FORScan hidden settings. This is the one Ford built into your truck and never told you about. It's free, requires no mechanical work, and unlocks features already inside your F-150 right now. Features Ford disabled before the truck left the factory. FORScan is free software that communicates with every module in your F-150 through a $15 OBD adapter. With it, you can activate the real coolant temperature display, an actual number, not a needle. You can enable the cylinder head temperature gauge. You can permanently disable auto start-stop and protect your truck from cam phase or oil drain back on every restart cycle. You can activate the low oil level warning Ford built in and then disabled. And you can run the transmission adaptive reset we covered at number 6. These aren't hacks. They're settings Ford engineers put into the software and then restricted for cost reduction, feature differentiation between trim levels, regulatory compliance in other markets. The hardware is already there. The software is already there. FORScan just lets you access what you already paid for. Ford built these into the truck. They just don't show you. I covered the full procedure in the hidden settings video. Link is in the description. 15 tricks, all of them used by mechanics on their own personal trucks. Not one requires a dealer visit. Not one requires special equipment beyond a $15 OBD adapter for half the list. The pattern is the same every time. Ford builds something into your truck. The dealer either doesn't tell you about it or charges you to access it. A mechanic who works on these trucks every day knows how to get it for free.